Here is an example of the ignoring of the obstruction rule and the inverting of the ball-body contact rule. Practice which has destroyed hockey. Match commentators are now incapable of considering anything bar a foot.
Take a look. Was there a push by Stephen Edwards? That's what the umpire has to decide. There's the push. But had the ball already struck the foot? No reason to change. Okay, thank you.
And in this case, the umpire also considers nothing else. Let's look at another aspect of ball shielding and tackling. It is necessary to be aware of the circumstances in which a ball shielding player will not or cannot be obstructing an opponent who is attempting a tackle. A stationary player receiving the ball is permitted to face in any direction. Other relevant rules. Players must not touch, handle or interfere with other players or their sticks or clothing. Players must not tackle unless in a position to play the ball without body contact. The Indian player is here receiving the ball. The New Zealand player has crashed into the back of him while attempting a tackle and made contact. That is an offence. The ball-foot contact by the Indian player is in these circumstances completely irrelevant.
Good ball across and a short corner. Well, this is a chance now. One of the New Zealanders appears to have taken a blow to whether the ball popped up. We'll see here as it came in. Strictly set the leg quite clearly. In fact,
Yes, the ball quite clearly hits a New Zealand player on the leg and bounces off his leg back into the possession of the Indian players, so he gains no advantage at all, and the umpire should just have allowed play to continue. He might reasonably have called out play on to prevent the players halting their play. The attacker here moves from a ball shielding position, turns and quite deliberately plays the ball with a double touch into the leg of the defender. Technically, that is a forcing offence under other rules and should have been penalised. A penalty corner to the attacking side was not correct. This is a blatant example of raising the ball dangerously into an opponent and then charging into that opponent. The umpire could very well have given the number 3 a green card there. We now have an incorrect approach to video referral, which has almost become standard. The umpire starts by not asking a question of the video umpire.
The time was in. That's why I said when you're playing it, okay? When the horn goes, don't play until the whistle goes.
They should know that.
Yes,
You're looking for a foot.
looking for a defender's foot.
Still a bit more left to go, I think.
A correctly put question would be, was there an intentional foot by a defender or a foot by a defender that gained an advantage for the defending team? These are very awkward questions for a video umpire because the video umpire is not allowed to make subjective judgments. The player requesting the team referral must inform a match umpire of the exact nature of the decision or non-decision that their team wishes to be reviewed within a maximum of 20 seconds. The final decision, including any matter of interpretation, remains with the match umpire and not the video umpire. The commentators now took a prolonged look at the contested action.
Garinda's foot. No foot there,
No.
but after this one, when they clear it on the way out, does it hit his foot there?
Hard to see, isn't it? Glad I'm not making the decision.
No. This angle will be a lot better.
Oh, nearly got his feet chopped off.
Okay, both of them have had a windy woof at that. No, no foot on the way out.
And still we wait. Climax to this game.
No foot there. No foot there. No foot there.
Glenn, have a decision for you. Penalty corner.
The video umpire is not supposed to offer a decision, but a recommendation.
At the edge of the circle, penalty corner. They're going to refer this.
Yeah, I've said for football. Okay, that's fine.
Dan, there's no advice possible. I can't see whether it's hit the stick or the foot. So stay with the penalty corner and they retain their referral.
And it comes. And the penalty stroke as it hits Rashid on the body.
There was so much focus on whether or not there had been a contact that whether or not there had been an offence was completely ignored. The criteria for offence is intent or advantage gained. There was clearly no intent by the Pakistani player here, but did they gain an advantage if there was a contact? It would appear not. The Belgian player coming in behind would only have caught that ball if it had been slowed by a contact. But that would not have been an advantage gained by the Pakistani team. There was therefore no offence and no reason whatsoever for the award of a penalty corner.
Well, the only thing will be is the 5-yard rule. If Carter is considered, it's an umpire referral.
He's now there.
Yeah, I'm here, Gregory.
Can you check if the attacker touched the ball inside the circle?
I'll check if the attacker touched the ball inside the circle.
Okay.
No. We're checking for a Middleton touch, but I'm still going to throw this in, that essentially this is a lifted ball, so surely the receiving player should be given 5 yards. Don't know if Middleton does on the way down, is he? Yes. There's a change of angle, but are they going to bring into play, this is a lifted ball from outside the circle coming down. Do the players have to be 5 yards apart? And if they are, Middleton's run into that zone. The first angle it does come off, which is why Carter doesn't get a clean touch. He would have picked that easily, the line of it, but it's come back inside his glove. So middle of his glove, and it moves it into his chest. See, to me, that's an offensive, that's a goal, that's an attacker's touch. You can see the change of line. Ball moves, that hits Middleton's stick, definitely.
Looks to run down the curve of it.
Yeah. So if they don't bring into question the 5 yard rule, then to me that's a goal.
Gregory, the attacker has touched the ball in the circle, therefore a goal.
So the goal will stand, and the man with the golden touch, Barry Middleton, pulls the goal back for England. Well, it was only going to be one man, wasn't it?
Well, it's played in. It takes a touch that lifts it up. So that's up off the defender, so that's the lift. But this is, I just don't agree with this, because that's essentially the same as an aerial coming down. What's the difference?
Middleton can be seen at the top left of this picture. Simon Mason in commentary is right. This was an encroaching offence. Middleton would not have been within 5 metres of the goalkeeper when the ball was at its apex, and would certainly have closed from beyond 5 metres. Focus was on the wrong thing here, on the stick contact by the attacker, rather than on the positioning of the attacker when the ball was put up in the air. Simon Mason saw this immediately. The video umpire did not see it at all.
I'm sure somebody will potentially correct us on social media or point out whether that rule applies in this instance. There we go. That, to me, that's two players coming together. That's not him praying. He's asking about players coming into a closed space.
Well, yeah.
We now have a video referral which demonstrates that the video umpire understands neither the contact rule nor the advantage rule.
Please, no, please.
Buttons have a video referral as and when they want to use it. Belgium opting to use theirs now, and they're going to look for a foot inside the D.
Dion, can you hear me? Guys, stop, okay? Stop.
Stop and relax. Stop and relax.
Dion, okay? They are asking for a foot inside the area. They are asking for a penalty corner.
We'll have a look, come on.
Belgium referral.
The contention is when the referral is requested, because the corner was given and there was play carried on. That appears to hit the toe of Allegre. They all continue to play on because no whistle was given. That would have been considered a back stick from Van Orbel. They have to continue through that phase of play, but it's whether here it comes off Allegre's toe there, the ball path changing. Whether the umpire, video umpire Dion Nell thinks that was a foot in there for a corner.
I have a decision for you. Penalty corner. There was a foot and there was no clear advantage. Penalty corner.
A ball-foot contact is an offence only if it is done intentionally or an advantage is gained for the team of the player who made the contact. The video umpire completely inverts the rule and seems to think that an advantage must be gained by the opposing team. This is not the case. That's completely irrelevant. The attacker did get the advantage of possession of the ball, an opportunity to drive towards the goal and take a shot. It has nothing to do with the foot contact, whether or not he made that shot successfully. There is no requirement that after a ball-foot contact the opposition must gain advantage.
So penalty corner it is.